Good morning. I am Savannah Sellers. Thank you very much for joining us on a Monday. Joe is off this morning. We are, of course, going to get started with the latest on those deadly California wildfires. Officials say the death toll, it's now reached 24, but that is expected to rise. Firefighters are bracing for resurgent Santa Ana winds, with gusts expected to reach up to 70 miles per hour, potentially fanning flames and scattering embers once again. According to CAL FIRE, more than 40,000 acres have been scorched across Los Angeles so far, with more than 12,000 structures damaged or destroyed, many of those, of course, people's homes. In an exclusive interview with NBC News, California Governor Gavin Newsom spoke to our Jacob Soboroff about this historic nature of this disaster.
You are like one of the most exhausting, self-indulgent people I've met in my entire life.
So Tommy Lit and Jack Manifold just responded, but probably in the weirdest and worst way possible. So if you are unfamiliar with what's been going on for the past week and a bit now, there's been a massive drama within the old Dream SMP group, and mainly with Dream and Tommy Lit and Tubbo. I've been covering this situation as it's been unfolding on this channel, and there's a playlist that goes through this situation and drama step by step, going through the responses and the convoluted plot points of this situation. So if you are interested to see what happened, go and watch the videos in that playlist and then come back to this.
We're seeing what might be the toughest action the U.S. has taken on a social media site. This is all you'll see the next time you try to watch a clip on TikTok. The news at 11 starts right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gia Vang.
And I'm Bigat Shaban. So is this really the end to one of the most popular social media platforms? TikTok shut down its app hours before a midnight Supreme Court deadline, leaving 170 million U.S. users in the dark.
TikTok took matters into its own hands, but as NBC Bay Area's Tom Jensen shows us, the app is telling users it is hopeful it will be back up and running soon once President-elect Trump takes office.
Breaking news from TikTok, the social media app, saying it is in the process of restoring service after going dark for more than 170 million American users late last night. In a statement, the company says President-elect Trump gave it the clarity that service providers would not be penalized. Congress passed the bipartisan bill last April that led to a current banning of TikTok. But it was Trump who signed an executive order, you'll remember, in August of 2020 to step up pressure on the Chinese-owned app to sell to an American company. Now, Trump is saying he wants the U.S. to have a 50% ownership stake between ByteDance or new owners.
Well, a Middle East ceasefire and hostage talks are possibly in their final stages now. As Trey Yingst reports, this comes after more than 15 months of fighting.
We are close to a deal, and it can get done this week.
The Biden administration could be ending with a breakthrough in the Middle East. Officials say they see significant progress between U.S. and Arab mediators towards brokering an Israel-Hamas ceasefire and hostage release deal.
Infrastructure would free the hostages.
It's been a pretty harrowing past couple of weeks in the LA area. I think the fires have made world news at this point, so most of you are probably aware of it. I mean, we're looking at potentially the most damaging disaster that's ever happened in U.S. history, even more than Hurricane Katrina, which is absolutely wild to think about. And fortunately, our house was okay. We did evacuate. I've had a lot of people come into stream over the past week and say, hey, is your house good? Are you everything fine? And I'm like, it would be very impressive if I had just an office space somewhere else that had the exact same camera setup and green screen. And maybe people expect that of me, but I don't have that. Although maybe it's something I should consider at this point.